All right, this is a training video on how to do a home sale comparable, and we're going to use an entire subdivision. So this customer right here asked me to send her comparables for her subdivision, and here is her address. So first thing I want to do is, if I haven't been to the house, I might want to get a sort of a general idea of what her house looks like. So I'm just going to take her address, pop it in. And thanks to Google Streets, I can click on a street view, and there's a pretty good idea of what the house looks like. So cool. So now I can go to MARIS, search residential detail, and I'm going to do pending and sold residential. And I can plug in a bunch of other stuff, like I can kind of make some assumptions about, is this a 1.5 story, is it a 2 story? Not real sure, but one thing's for sure is it's probably listed as either a 1.5 or a 2, but it's definitely not a ranch. It's definitely not a multi-level. And then I'm going to go to map, and I actually have her address, which I got from Top Agent Box, which I kind of got myself out of there, but there it is. So again, I already have it copied, but I'm going to go to the map search. I'm going to put jump to address. Drops me a beacon right there. And if it doesn't go right away, sometimes you have to play with the address a little bit. So now I just know this about this particular subdivision, that it goes all the way to Parkton Way here, which is right here. You see there's no street joining here, and I just happen to know this, but there, if I remember correctly, there's a blockade or something here that kind of separates these two subdivisions. So I can also do a search just by subdivision name, but I'm going to use a map search for what I'm doing here. Whoops. So I'm going to get myself centered there. I'm going to grab this freehand tool, pretty cool, and I'm just going to circle the whole subdivision. And I'm overlapping here a little bit, as you can see, that's fine. And I'm going to go up here and reconnect, and there they are. That's everything in that subdivision that's active, pending, or sold in the last 365 days. And let's see what we've got here. Results. I can sort by price. I can sort by days on market. That's what all of these little links are up here. I can sort by bedroom, bathroom, etc. I think for now I'm going to sort by price. It's sorted from the least expensive to the most expensive, and I'm just going to click here. So needless to say, that looks very comparable. So I'm going to click it. Very comparable. So I'm going to click it. Basically I can tell that that's the same. Not at all the same. So I'm not going to check that one. Same style of home, sits on the lot a little bit differently, with the 2 car on the side. So it's sort of turned rectangular rather than facing the street, but close enough. I'm going to check that one. Very comparable. Again, very comparable. Notice that this one, this is listed as a 2 story. I'm going to back up. 2 story, 2 story, 2 story. Well, that one, but so they're all listed as 2 stories. And that one is not a comparable. Yes, that one is. Yes, that one is. So there they are. And I can go to results. Sorry, single line display. And there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 out of the 10. And just for fun, I'm going to go to stats. And what do we got here? We got an average sale price of 172, square footage of 1962, average days on market 13. Now I'm not going to use this data strictly to name, the price, because I'd have to do some calculations based upon price per square foot, compare that to her house. But this is a good enough list for me to be able to have something to look at. So I can hit save, new saved search, and again, more Pollock. Home sale comparables, and hit save. And I can also email this to myself. There you go. Why it keeps entering in there twice, I don't know. And here I'm going to put there we go. And hit send. Now in this particular case, I'm actually going to email these to Laura. And so I'm going to go back here, email, and put her name in here. And I'm going to say, I'm going to copy her address again, because in the subject line of the email, that will catch her eye. Home sale comparables. These are all of the homes and I can add more text there if I need to, and then I'm going to hit send. And then I could, if I wanted to, I could even, even though I've got a different property listed for her, I could go into top agent box and make a note. So sent her home sale comparables for her home, and hit save. And now I'm going to follow up and send her a text message or give her a phone call. It's kind of late tonight, so I'm just going to shoot her a text, and that's that.